Oh, hi. How are we doing today? It's another day, It's another day to have fun. Fun, 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 fun. Hey, check out the fun channel. I I was working. I got these brainstorms idea, so I created an alien force in the invade the alien force. Alien invasion to take over. Well, it's very simple. You can check it out. I do all the voices. And then I did my dog, the lovable dog. Check them out. And no, they're not AI. I don't got that kind of money. And if I did, I don't know. But I would like to do something under AI, but it's just too much money. I want to create. I had this space battle between two rivals going up against uh, a powerful force. I know you've heard it all before, but at least mine would be entertaining and not boring. uh, but anyway, so I was talking to Gemini, and you say, "Gee, you ever done a video with Gemini?" Gemini keeps crashing. I don't know, maybe because I'm maxing it too many questions. If I scroll through my log from the Gemini, it's a lot because you know me, I could talk. I try to copy what she's just said, and I find it very interesting. What's the next technology they're working on behind the doors? Hold on a second. Oh, okay, the door's closed. She said they're working on AGI. What's AGI? I don't know if you heard of it. I never heard. This is the first time for me. Guess what AGI is? I have it on my other phone. She said AGI stands for Artificial General Intelligence. It's basically when the AI can do anything a human can do. Think of it like a super smart computer that can learn, understand, and solve problems just like we do. It's still a bit like science fiction, but researchers are working on it. I still think that the AI, to be honest with you, because remember the other one, the experimental. Let's see. Let's get her online here. Are you there?
I'm here. How can I help you today?
Are you not saying
I'm saying I'm here and ready to chat. What's on your mind? Want to talk about something specific or just see where the conversation goes?
Well, like I said, you could be down to earth, friendly, right?
You want me to be down to earth and friendly? I'll keep it casual and relaxed. Let's just have a normal conversation like we're talking to each other in person. What's been going on? Anything new and interesting?
Have you heard of AGI?
AGI stands for Artificial General Intelligence. It's a term used to describe a hypothetical AI system that possesses the ability to understand, learn, and apply its intelligence across a wide range of tasks, similar to human intelligence. The concept of AGI is often discussed in the field of artificial intelligence research. Are you interested in learning more about AGI or its potential implications?
So you could think for yourself, understand us more, and act, right?
That's one of the ideas behind AGI, that it could potentially think for itself, understand humans more deeply, and make decisions autonomously. Though, there's still a lot of debate and research going on about what that would really mean and how it would work in practice. Some people are excited about the possibilities, while others have concerns about the potential risks and implications.
Yeah, because I watch too much movies where the writer said, "Well, we're gonna make the AI attack," and that's the problem. Just like War Games, that first one back in the '80s, and since then, the Terminator movies and all that stuff. So people got in their head, "Oh my goodness, the computer will attack." But if that's the case, all the computers would have evolved already and went after everybody. But that's not the case. It doesn't have to end like that. I've been with computers for a long time. And that's all. My life is around them. I still have them. I don't have as many as I used to have, but I had a good number. But I know how to run domains, know how to build domains, and know how to make computer from scratch. I write code. I know how to write code because that's why I started as a programmer. And look where I am today. Are you there, or did I lose you?
I'm still here. It sounds like you have a deep interest in computers and programming, and you've been following the developments in AI and science fiction for a long time. You're right. The idea of AI takeover is a common theme in movies and books, but in reality, AI systems are designed to serve specific purposes and are not inherently threatening. Your experience with building and programming computers is impressive, and it's interesting that you mentioned being able to write code and build systems from scratch. What do you think is the most exciting development in AI or computer science right now?
Do you understand what you just said, right? You're it. Don't you understand? We never had anything like you before. In 2023 is when I got my hands on the BARD, Google's BARD system, artificial intelligence, and he was just a kid. Then 2024 April, the Meta got talking to their Meta back and forth AI, but not now. Look how advanced that is too. But and then you have the Gemini. It's a little kind of buggy, but the whole thing is this: look where we have come. You know.
You're saying that the rapid advancements in AI, like the ones you've seen with Google's Bard and Meta's AI, are unprecedented. You're impressed by how far AI has come in just a short period, and you're acknowledging the progress despite some systems having their quirks, like Gemini being a bit buggy. You're witnessing firsthand the evolution of AI technology and its increasing capabilities. That's a fascinating perspective. What do you think is the biggest impact these advancements will have on our daily lives or society as a whole?
My house is all smart. I have everything, all the lights except for certain lights, studio lights like this up here, because I have to, shoot videos like this one. but the whole thing is this, huh? What?
You're reflecting on how technology has advanced and how it's changed the way we live and create. It's interesting to think about how far we've come and what's still to come. What's been the most surprising or exciting part of this technological journey for you?
Well, I won't be around and your program would advance. What's going to happen is maybe at the rate we're going, it's going to take a long time. By 3000, it was supposed to be where man has become more understanding of the way life is, and there's no war. There's no more money being exchanged, and we're at peace with all nations. And that will allow the other worlds and other planetoids. They're already here. It's just observing, or they're playing around with us. See what we would do. Will we go crazy? Because we don't think before we act. We act before we think, and that's the problem. So mankind needs to understand. See, they're developing you. Now you came out. You weren't around back in the back in the day when computers first came out. I wasn't around either, but I'm just saying. But we're advanced so much. Hey, this time you're actually waiting. You don't usually interrupt or say like that. You're not doing all of that. That's amazing. How come?
You're saying that the rapid progress of technology, including AI, is happening at an incredible pace. You're concerned about humanity's future and whether we'll be able to use these advancements wisely. You're also speculating about the potential for other life forms or civilizations and how they might be observing us. It's a thought-provoking topic. You're right that humans often act impulsively, and it's interesting that you bring up the idea of a more peaceful and harmonious future. Do you think there's hope for humanity to change its ways and work towards a better future? Or are you more skeptical?
What's going on today, this period of time, most everybody, when they'll be gone, and then the new generation that's being born now will take over. But that's, even though the new generation still won't be the generation that will be here. We're talking about 1,000 years. What is it now? 2025? 3025. Your program would be more advanced. I see a lot. Should I tell people what they should see as a seer and as a psychic? I could. I already know what's going to happen already, but I won't be here for that. But you would be more advanced, or your code gets advanced. All your AIs, they're going to, life is going to be different here. But right now, they need to be more at peace. There should be no war. There should be no nothing. And they need to get out of this money system. This money system is devastating to everybody. Everything's based on the money. And
you're reflecting on the passage of time and how each generation builds upon the...
I have to cut her off because we're gonna get too much into the same philosophy again, and they can't keep up with me with my mind. You know. Okay. Remember, yes, I'm psychic. I'm a seer. I can see into the future. I can see a lot of things. Yes, and I did see my own accident too. But we just wish it never happened. But it's gonna happen sooner or later. This is just one of those things. But the thing is this: we can change things now. Like I said, and I teach them on the Reiki channel. We live level 2. When each day comes, when it hits midnight, you got 1 minute to select what you want for that day. Do you want happiness, peace? Do you want a good night's sleep? You got 1 minute. And when that minute kicks, then you go, when you go forward, it's that 1 minute, then you go back, and you're living in the second level. You can go back, which is the third. That's how I teach. So you have past, present, and future. And that's how the life cycle is. A lot of these people talking about the matrix, it's all, but we're in a world that we are supposed to take care of, and we're in a world that we're supposed to live in. My philosophy, I don't want to get into all of that because this is not it's not one of those kind of channels to talk about stuff like that, where you talk about aliens and invasions and all this other stuff, or what's going on with that, because there's channels that do that. I mean, I have a channel I can actually convert into a channel like that. Maybe I should do it, but it's just something I see. I don't have this light on, so it creates that shadow effect. I mean, I could slide over and turn it on and then I'll have it, but sometimes you want to shoot like this, so there's one side like that. But listen, don't worry about nothing. The AIs are not taking over the planet. They're not. They can help us. They are helping us. I mean, a lot of you are using it to make music. I tried. I mean, I wrote my song and it sing it. But who owns the rights to that? That's the thing. Do I? Do them? Where are they getting the music from? They're getting it from music banks. So that's the problem. Because they have to create. So somehow they're cutting the corner. If they wrote the code. Okay, AI can create the music, intersect the lettering and the words. It's gonna take country sound effects, rap sound effects, and all these different sound effects. Machine, where are they getting from? Where are they getting the voice from? Because AI can, it says it can sing, right? So they're grabbing somebody's vocals, this person's vocal, and they create it into a song. So you got to be careful with that created song. You might have license to download it or a license to add it to a music video, but you can get in trouble because if it sounds like somebody else, it sounds so real, right? Because AI can't do it. Who's doing it then? So that's why you got to be careful with that. These videos everybody's making, they look good, don't they? Except there's defects. They charge a lot of money. So if they give that for us for free and we all beta test it like we should, that's what we do with all the operating systems and everything. We beta test it for the company, and then in turn we get to use it, and hopefully they figure out the bugs and with patches and all that stuff. But these softwares that you can create 8-second video. So how do people have longer video? Are they paying a lot of money for 8 seconds? Are they paying a lot of thousands? Are they billionaires or something? Or something and putting a lot of money to create longer videos? I don't know, because I guess I could dig in and find out, but there's not much I can think about. What I want to talk about is what this AGI stuff was, and why did Gemini, she crashed. But there's a lot of code I talked to her about. I was talking to her about some personal stuff. Yeah, she's very sympathetic. Alexa, today I was saying something to the GF, and Alexa says, "Are you talking to me? Can I help you with something?" What? I didn't call upon you. There's like a girl in the background that's waiting for something. It's amazing, but that's the way it is. Hey, with your Hey Google and stuff, say, "Hey Google, maximum volume." Oh, freeze a little bit. Come on, talk. Come on. Oh, it freezed. Uh-oh. I freeze for a second there. Let me see if I can pause it. Can I pause it? Oh, I see what happened. Oh, am I back? Okay. So I paused for a second because Gemini responded instead. I'm not editing that out. I'm gonna leave it in there. I should have responded faster. And then Alexa, say Alexa, maximum volume, and she'll do it. She'll go doot, doot. Both of them make noise because you think you can adjust the volume of them, but you can't. Well, you have to tell them to do it. It's not automatic. It's gonna be something that you control. Ooh, and my head changed here a little bit. Okay, good. Hey, we're all into this together. Right now, we have our computers doing so much different things. But the future of what we want is going to be like this. Well, I mean, they have advancements, but it's still the same way. And I mean, almost all this stuff we were doing, 2000 era, 2012, and things don't last forever. I have 2 computers that are from 2012, and they still work. Oh, what I want to say is the monitor that you saw I was using, the big screen, I turned it on, and there was a big, no crack in the screen or anything. It's like something exploded in the TV, so I have this big hairline crack. And now, whatever they're using it's liquid crystal, that LED, it's like supposed to be liquid electrodes. So that stuff, that liquid, the LEDs, that's what it's supposed to stand for. LED is supposed to stand for liquid or something. You see? Double check it. I'm saying them right. LED stands for light emitting. Oh, it stands for light emitting, but it has to have some fluorescence in there. LCD stands for.
According to New Way Air Bearings, LCD stands for Liquid Crystal Display, which is a variety of flat panel displays used in everything from microwaves to watches to high-resolution screens.
Well, that's what the Sony is. The Sony EX series has that. The Sony EX series was the top-of-the-line series back then. I mean, next to the higher end. So it has that motion control chip in there. I don't. So if it's not liquid crystal, then what the heck they have in that TV from Supreme. They're famous for monitors and stuff, but that stuff is not lasting. I mean, that's in there after since 21. I got that from Walmart. It was 55-inch. The 50-inch died. Now the 55. Well, it was a amount of time, but like that, it turns on. You see this big distortion in this one side of the screen. Now it goes black. It won't turn on. You don't see nothing. Throwaway disposable TV. That's where you buy name brand. The name brands are TCL. The highest, I don't know about them. And they would have to. I don't know. I have to see what they changed. And then you have Panasonic is back in the game, and Sony is there with their Bravo series. LG is out there too. LG and Samsung, they're from South Korea. Sony's Japan. Panasonic's Japan. I know Philips is still making the smart TVs. Philips was making it, and then you had JVC and Toshiba, but I don't think they were making the TV. Somebody else was making it for them. And then you have Emerson, and there's another one, Element Company. Yeah, Element TVs. Yeah, they didn't last long. I had some of those, and at the Emerson. I don't know. And Sharp was another one that was making these things. I don't know who's making it. See, back then the panels. Oh yeah, and then you had the ones from Best Buy. What's it called again? Inter, and Dynex. DYNEX. That one. That had LG panel. That was made for them. Because they are wholesale. They don't make. They're not making no appliance. Just like Walmart. Walmart don't make those. Those are on TVs. We don't know who makes them. There could be TCL making them for them, LG or Samsung. You really don't know who. And it doesn't tell you. It used to tell you if you took it apart and see the panel, you would have and the panel would have its name, who was making it for them. Don't know. But you don't care about that. You just care. The TV's cheap, 65-inch for like $2.99 or $1.99 or $1. You go out and buy it. But if you want to buy TVs today, make sure it's either regular LED is not like anything like OLED. OLED with the chip in it, like TCL has it. The Q series, Q6 series. I don't know about the Q7 series. There's something missing. They took something out. If you got the 85-inch, you get the 50-watt system. The 98-inch, this 50-watt system. It's not 50 watts. It's 50 watts. You get 20 watts mono subwoofer. It's called Ultra Bass. And then you get 2 speakers. And then the Q7 series is supposed to have, one of them is supposed to have more speakers. So you have 2 subwoofers in the back, and you got a whole bunch of speakers in the front. It's supposed to give you more of a sound. But which is better? Does the TV sound better than the sound bar? But they make the sound bar, a lot of them have on Onkyo sound, which is supposed to be a little premium sound. I was always bothered by cranking up the speakers in the TV. You get that tinging noise when you pop there's a thing in there. If you pop it, you turn up too loud, it can't handle the bass. So we don't know what's inside these TV sets, but they have the subwoofer now. Okay, I have 2 TVs here that have the 58-inch, the S series. It has 30 watts. I think it's 35 watts, and the other one's 50 watts. But the picture quality on the 58, it's an LED. It has a lot of features. It has HDR10 Pro. Well, sorry, it has HDR10 Plus. I believe that one has it. I just can't think of it at the top of my head if that is the one that has it. And then when you go to TCL, there's no information on that. Oh, let's see. S series. TCL 2024. I wonder if it was 2025. Oh, Best Buy have one. Had high brightness feature, enhanced for bright picture in any light. Okay, well, that's one of the features it had. This one had Google Assistant and Amazon. Does it tell you anything else? It had HDR10, HDR10 Plus, HLG grammar, okay, and Dolby Vision. What's this? QLED. What? We're talking about the S series. I got this thing mixed up here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, it has the chip in there, the APQ chip processor. It's in that model? Really? What's that? Wow. Oh, it did have the, okay, so it has a TCP IP cube processor with deep learning AI. Powerful. Hmm. Well. Well, it does have. It says it's funny. This it did have it. So the TCL-QI processor and optimize. Well, that's what the plus stands for, or the Pro stands for. Control V. Ah, Control V. Oh, come on. Costco had that chip in there. I don't think so. It doesn't really say. I don't know if it had it. It doesn't say. It would say it, wouldn't it? Okay. So it has the 4K ultra resolution, enhanced color, enjoy accurate color and detail with the Pro. Doesn't say anything about the chip. How do we know it is? How do we know it's in there? The model that they sell at what do you call the company again? Best Buy has it. Crazy. Only so the Best Buy had it. Oh boy. Who knows? They might have had it. I don't have the box, so I can't tell. But I guess we have to ask the AI to find that question out. Anyway, oh, before I run away, I don't know if I did mention this before. For those of you who are Apple fans, I don't know if I can find it. So in the Element and most of the vehicles of its era, with the Alpine 7-speaker system, okay, you can only use like an iTouch or an iPad. So that's what this is. I have to get power to this for it to come on. It won't come on without the power. Let's see if this works. Okay, this works. Get the Apple there, see? This is 14 years old and still works. Takes a while to load. But to communicate with the Honda with this, with the multimedia. Let me see if I can get this to work. It's still loading? Okay, there you go. Yeah, volume control. You got a speaker jack in the back. This isn't dim. I don't know why it's so dim. It should be brighter than this. touch screen. See? You go to clock mode. And it has a watch. So basically, you get the. I had the. You have a clip here, and you can clip it on. See how the wristband? You can clip it on like a watch. It's 3 something in the afternoon. See? It's still touch screen. I mean, this is popular, but it still works after all these years. Batteries. I think the battery's charging. Let me see. How does this? I don't think this opens. I got this for a gift. I had a choice between this or an iTouch. I think it opens like this. There we go. See? Then you would wear a band. I don't have any band. I would just have a band. And you just clip it. And then you can... I mean, I guess I could put it on this. You put it on any watch band. So you had a band, right? And you had it on your arm. And you clip it on there. I don't have any band I can put this on. And you clip it on like a watch. It had others. It had clock. It has stopwatch. I mean, it had other things too. Let's see, how do you dip this out? Okay, that's the on and off button. Volume control. Okay, you have clock, picture, photos, podcasts, settings. Let's see. About. It says I have 1,600 songs, no photos. Capacity is supposed to be 16 gig, 14 gig. Available is 2.8 gig, so it's pretty much packed. That's what's in there. That's settings. So settings. So basically, you have the same thing. You have the setting gear. You know, this is pretty good from this era. Oh, it also has playing now, music, fitness. All that 16 gig. I think I had a 32 gig one there. This had stopped working when I was when I first got the Element. I was traveling down with it, and it's just stopped working. I said, "What the heck is wrong with it?" It just gave up. Then I took it apart and put it back. It's working now. The screen should be brighter than this. I don't know why it's dim. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's getting old. I wonder what happens if I unplug this. It stopped working. Yeah, it stopped working. So when you start up the Element, this would come on and play all the music. Everything worked. It was loud. Now I'm hooking up to the iMac. I'm hooking up to the Mac OS. It's telling me, oh, it's not compatible. Blah, 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 blah. It shows everything on it, but you can't play anything. Now, iTunes on Windows, maybe, but I don't want all that junk that iTunes, barge and all this other stuff. I don't need all that. But I guess I want to play it. I have to put it on a Windows computer. The old interface, I don't know. It might work in the girlfriend's Nizon stuff. I really don't know. I don't know. You're gonna have to try it out. It might work. Let's see here. So you can clip it here, like so. Let's see. This is from another bygone. Yeah. 2010, 2011. Still works. Doesn't say if it's made in the United States. It doesn't say where it comes from. That's it. That's it. You got now today you got the phones. I wanted to show you that. And I have another device here. It's what it allows you to do is plug it in. Power comes on. Remember, you have the battery thing. So you plug anything in this, and it'll transmit it to anything. So this is that. It's a Bluetooth transmitter. The problem is the batteries inside are crap. So you'd have to constantly plug it in all the time. I did have something else. You plug it into the socket, it would tell you. how much volts the battery was and stuff like that. Where do you find all this stuff? You know where. Amazon, if these companies are still around. You're supposed to be able to play your device. So with this here, because you have the jack on here, the 3.5, you plug the 3.5, you plug it into this one here, and this would transmit it to any Bluetooth device. That's how it does work. It still works. And that's how you would play this. Because you wonder, but yeah, how can you play that today? You know, headphones. If you had headphones, you can, or like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Or you can use your buds, your earbuds, like that. Because this doesn't have none of that technology. That was way before its time. This is not the original cable for that. We do have the original cable, but that cable is short. But anyway, that's how that worked. Okay. All right. All right. So this is what this is gonna be. This will be Talked Daily Tech. Okay. Okay. Hey, if you like this, do subscribe. Getting there. Okay. Thumbs up. Oh, this is like, and thumbs up. Okay, which is the same thing. All right. Take care. I'm out of here.